Hello, Kim McGillis joining you live from Ontario. It is 12:01. I hope you are well. It's July 17th. If you're catching the replay, please say replay. I would love to know where you are watching from. And if it's the replay, please say replay. Let's see. Got some exciting news to share. Is the camera not going to turn on properly today? My goodness. Let's watch. Yes, I'm on the right side. So I'm going to start off the day with some happy mail. I just want to show this beautiful card that was sent to me by Shelly in Regina. So I was very happy to see. My birthday is at the end of the month and she decided to send me the sweetest birthday wishes. And it's made with the Sips, Cheers and Sips, or the opposite, bundle. So I don't know if you own this bundle, but I just thought it was so cute. And she did also add some on the inside, so that was very darling. Actually matches with my nails too, so it's kind of a fun card to get in the mail. Hello, Paul. How are you this morning? I also have some super exciting news because my furniture for my craft room was supposed to arrive on around the 28th, and now we just got a message that it's coming all tomorrow or the day after if everything works out. So that means you'll get to see my face again because I'll be able to do my lives like I used to. So that's the good news. So I am featuring a new collection today. If you're just joining me this week, I'm using the Sunrise Sailing Bundle. It's adorable, perfect for these summer cards. And we just made this one yesterday, which was quite simple, but very fun, and it shows the versatility of this collection. I also showed you this one that I had made for like this little challenge, color challenge. So it's a little bit different. And then we talked about the little babies as well. You know me, how I love to make little baby cards. So I made these as well. So here it's like gloomy today. It's the perfect day to stamp. So there is slightly some rain today. So yeah, it's a boring day, but perfect day for stamping. Paul's saying, yay, you're getting your furniture early. Yes, like it's quite early. So then I could set up all my stamp room again. It's going to be so much fun. Later this week, so I don't know how it's going to go. If the furniture comes in tomorrow, I might have to switch the lives depending, because I have to tell them where to put everything, but we'll see. If it's the Saturday, then maybe I'll go live Sunday. But anyways, I will let you guys know because it's going to be fun. But you see how this looks super cute. So last night was club night in Color Club. We did cloud cover. Projects were stunning. It turned out great. And then today I got a couple of videos to shoot. But before that, we are going to play with Secret C today. Secret C cardstock. We're making a fun fold card today. So grab your piece of cardstock. This is 8.5 by 11. Let's go ahead. This time it's very different. We are scoring at the 5.5 mark by 11. So 5.5 mark by 11, which leaves you with a piece of cardstock that is 3 inches by 11. We're going to grab that piece right away and we're going to cut it at the 6-inch mark. So we're going to set this other piece aside, and then let's score here right as we are at the 3-inch mark. So this is a 3 by 6 scored at the 3-inch mark. So I have this piece. These are perfect for my little babies that I like to make, but we are not using it for a baby today, a baby card. Now this long piece that's 5.5 by 11, let's score it at 4-inch. And then we're going to bring it at the 5 3/4 mark. And the 7.5 mark. And then the 9 1/4 mark. There we go. So lots of folds right in here. So now you're gonna grab this is the longer piece, it's the 4-inch mark. You're gonna fold it like this. Let me just grab the bone folder, like that. And then we're just gonna go on the opposite side and fold like this. And then on this side here, like that. And then like this. So I do have my entire fold. Look, it looks like an M here. So if you're unsure, here's your little M. Let's find a word for M, marvelous. So it's a marvelous card base is what I'm gonna call it today. And then you have the longer piece right here. Set yourself aside a piece of 3 3/4 by 5 1/4, and then this is gonna go on the inside here, which I will need to trim. So let's do 3 3/4. I don't know if it's by 5 1/4. Yes, it's already done by 5 1/4, so we're doing the 5 1/4. So 3 3/4 by 5 1/4, and this is just gonna sit on the inside. I went with Country Woods. I love the combination of like some espresso with the soft suede. Sorry, I don't even know why I'm saying soft suede, with the Secret Sea. So I think we're gonna add these pieces on the inside. So we are gonna do that right away. Soft suede is thinking about me right now. I don't know. So this piece is 1 3/4 by 5 1/4. It's 3 days that I've skipped coffee. And I'm telling you, my body feels it. And let's see the other one here. I feel like 1 1/4 might be a little too wide. Let's see. No, it's perfect. It's probably my other piece. I must have done something. Here we go. So 1 3/4 by 5 1/4. That's just gonna sit right in there. I feel like this one is a bit off, but anyways, it doesn't really matter. So this is just gonna sit this way. So I love this beautiful combination of Secret Sea with like espresso wood combo. So that works out great. And then I'm gonna grab our first piece that we had at the beginning, and this is just gonna lay right on top here. So when we close the card, it's just gonna sit right on this top. So you could decide where you want to place it. I'm just gonna go with not centered, but a little bit more off here, like to the left. So I'm just sitting it right here. And opposite side. And you know, I love green glue because this permits me to move it around. Yesterday for In Color Club, I did this card box and we used tear and tape to glue. It was like 2 boxes to glue inside one another. And then once you use tear and tape, I couldn't pull them apart. So with the green glue, you could move them around. So sometimes I feel green glue is a lot better. So here we have that. So this is how this fold is gonna open. On the opposite side, there's this white pattern. So I feel like I want to add some more of the wood part. So this is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. It's just going to sit right in here. See how cute this is? Very fun fold. Hello, Tracy. How are you this morning? And then I'm thinking I'm going to use 2 3/4 here, but a white piece. So just doing the white, but before adding adhesive, I am gonna add a little bit of color. So I'm just gonna set this aside, but that's gonna be for the external part. Okay, so let's just move these little guys around. I have too many pieces. If you wanna put like the wood part, designer series paper there instead, you can do that as well. I just chose, I'm gonna do it slightly different. But before I do that, gotta take out my big guy. Big guy is here. The other big guy is also here. He flew in late last night while I was having club night. but I'm gonna use the embossing folder. So we're just gonna grab, so this is gonna be for the inside. I just wanted to embellish the inside. So I thought I was gonna have an enjoyable, relaxing couple of days, but now that they're bringing all their furniture that fast, I'm thinking we have to accommodate the home and my stamping area to get all these furniture back in. Look how cute this is. So this is just gonna fall right here on the inside of our card. And then this part is just gonna go like this. Paul's saying fun fold. Did I say something else? I don't know, maybe I said something else. Tracy's enjoying the cooler weather. Here it is very warm. It's the warmest that it's ever been. We have 3 beautiful 100, 200-year-old maples that they're tearing, well, they're cutting down today. It's so unfortunate. I don't know why they died. And yeah, so that's what they're working on today. But now the weather is like a little bit yucky, so I don't know. Gonna grab cloud cover this morning, my little baby cloud cover. And I'm just gonna dab, dab, dab. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of cloud cover right here on top. Everybody loved cloud cover yesterday, and I was featuring a new bundle that's part of the online exclusive, so I've enabled them that they all want to order it now, so it's kind of funny. They were like, no more flowers, but then as soon as we finished the cards, they were like, I need to order those flowers. Just gonna add a little bit of specs because that's my thing. And then this part is just gonna go here on top. Just gonna add some adhesive right here. Tracy's saying that she likes the masculine look. She says something hit like a lot of the big maples in Ontario, which is, I think that's what's going on here. Anyways, it was very unfortunate, and I feel like we're losing another one, which I love because we have a beautiful pool house and behind was maples. And then in the fall, it looks so good because you get to see all the changing leaves. But anyways, it is what it is. It is sad. Sad, sad, sad. Now, I think my block is downstairs. That's so not good. How am I gonna do this? Let's see. Can I do it with this one? We might be on an angle, guys. Grab. That's what happens when your stamp room is temporary upstairs when it should be downstairs. I'm gonna grab some Secret C. And hopefully, let's cross our fingers because I don't have the proper block that it's gonna work out. Gosh. I don't know if I have other blocks, but here we go. We're just gonna add, it worked out, guys. Thank you, it was all because of you. And then lots of die cuts. I'm just gonna use this one here today. And we're just gonna die cut this portion here. Going for the masculine look. I don't know. But you know what? I love navy. Navy is one of my nicest favorite colors. Like, I'm a blue girl, so could be made for me too. Okay, so I'm gonna grab this guy, put him in here. You know, sometimes you make cards and you're like, oh, they're so simple. But then by the end of the week, when you see everything together, it pulls through. It looks great. So this one is just gonna go here on the top part. Oh, I'm loving this already, and we haven't even made the entire card yet. But it's gonna sit here. I still haven't found my corn from my Tractors & Co. bundle, so I have to find that stamp set. This morning I didn't bring the garbage up the road from my stamp room because I'm going to go through the garbage to see if I laid it down there. So I am doing on purpose that it's going to pop out a little bit higher, but that's okay. Secret C light. We were having a discussion last night about when you use your blends. Like, I love that the lighter one is like, the color's different. But then somebody, one of the stampers yesterday, was saying, did you notice that if you use your fine tip on your stamping blend, then the color's a little bit different as well? I was like, really? I didn't know that. Thought it came from the same ink. So anyways, have you noticed that? I have not noticed it. So we have this part right here. And then the other side, I might go like yesterday on an angle. Like this. And then the bottom part, I am just gonna go. This one is the dark one. I love stamping blends that you don't need to really focus that much on coloring. Your coloring skills could be very basic. There we go. So we got that part. I'm loving this, guys. Loving it. So now, feel like he needs a little trim here. Where's my little spot? Okay, we're going to use Secret C again. Little birdie here on the side. And I'm looking at my wishes right now. I think I'm going again with ahoy. Ahoy! Or do we use a different one today? We could use a different one. What's the other ones? Ahoy, you're destined for great things. You deserve the best. I think, let's see. I just want to see what this would look like. Too big. I feel like it's too big. Maybe a smaller one? What do you guys think? The day that I can't decide. I better be able to decide a little later on today with all the stuff moved around. Also, thank you for everyone who made some proposals of how I should organize my stamps and my cards. So if ever, I would love to hear the most fabulous tip that you have about how to organize your stamp space. I'm like a freak about that. I love to organize my stamp space. So I feel like I can't stamp properly if I'm not organized. It's like, I make a mess when I'm stamping, but once it's done, I have to pick up because I can't create or think about anything. Now I use Secret C for my greeting, but you could also use Early Espresso. I think Early Espresso would have been a great contrast and a great pop-up. Early Espresso is in the craft room downstairs with the class that we did yesterday, so not gonna happen today. So Secret C it is. There we go. I'm fussy cutting. You don't have to do that. You could use any little dies that you want or you have. If you don't want to do fussy cutting, I just think that it's one of my favorite things. Okay, so ahoy is gonna go here, but honestly, you might see an espresso, like, you know, when I take my pictures and I post, you might see a little slight change, so it probably will be in Early Espresso for that little contrast. Hello, Natalie. Natalie, you missed out. My furniture was supposed to arrive on the 28th. They're thinking it's arriving tomorrow. That's pretty quick because it was just loaded. So here we go. We're going to put it on this side. I'm just using mini glue dots. So Tracy is saying occasionally darker with the bullet tip. Interesting. I never knew that until somebody brought it up yesterday, but you think it's the same ink in the entire blend, right? I guess it's more concentrated. Oh, Lynn a dit, devant le lac Saint-Jean, je trouve cette carte très appropriée, c'est joli. C'est vrai, hein? Ça pourrait être vraiment beau. So because where she lives is near a lake, Lac Saint-Jean, she says this card would be appropriate. I really love the espresso combo with it. Like it's cute. But like I said, this greeting, I feel like it needs that espresso look. So now we're going to be opening the inside and we have this beautiful look, and then you're thinking, well, Kim, why did you emboss on this side? Now where is everybody going to write? So I did cut a stylish circle die, and this one is just going to go on this side. If you want to put some white instead of that paper, you can do that as well. I'm just going to put a greeting, and then it's like I could stamp, still write my name on the card. I'm going to use this one again in Secrecy. You're destined for great things, and it still has room for me to write my name, so I am going to add this on that side, but you can choose whatever you want. If you want to just put that 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 white piece of cardstock, you may do so. I just chose that I wanted this here. And then we have little die cuts, right, from yesterday. So I do have this little boat piece. I think he's going to go right down here because why not? And just to do a little bit of contrast, I'm going with the light cloud cover, wide tip. Me and cloud cover are besties. I love cloud cover. So I'm just going to use my minis. Still not done with you guys. This card is still going strong. It's going to be a loaded card. There we go. So we have this part on here. If I wanted to, I could also add the other piece, but then, you know, we might have, yeah, it could be cute. Maybe I should. Let's do this one too. So again, this time I'm going with the dark cloud cover. Cloud cover, and that's what outside it looks like right now. Cloud cover. Okay, so we got that. Here we go. Such a simple card, not a lot of stamping, and it still looks so, so good. Here we go. So we have the little boat on the inside. How cute is that? Now I'm using linen thread. That too last night was a great feature. We use the linen thread. Sorry, it's the baker's twine. It's a white baker's twine. And then we're gonna go with the light cloud cover, wide tip. And we're just gonna add some of these. Oh my gosh, this is so relaxing. So that was a big feature last night. Everybody had their cloud cover blends, and we added some on our baker's twine. So Lynn is saying, pour un message plus long, peut-être mettre un papier blanc sous la partie embossée. C'est mon style. Oui. So what Lynn is sharing is, if ever, you could also write on this side if you have lots of things that you want to write instead. Like, you know, you could use a different layout or embossing feature. So if you're a big writer, yes, use this space for sure. Okay, so here's my cloud cover cute ribbon. That's just gonna go here on this side. Oh gosh, I want to scream right now. It is so cute. I don't know if you see what it looks like. I'll bring it closer, but from close up, it is just stunning. So now that I featured these colors, remember yesterday's card? You might see a little bit different on my blog. If you don't know where my blog is, it's just kimmiglis.com. You could just find me that way, or you could follow me on Pinterest. But you might see some early espresso in yesterday's card too. And now our babies need some early espressos and some Country Woods paper as well. So, and downstairs are my in color gems, which I might add as well. But look at this. How cute is this? Very appropriate. You could use any greetings from the stamp set. It also comes en français, so if you want to see it en français, you may do so. Fooling around, you know how I am. I keep dabbing here and there. I remember this box from last week. I'm thinking I might do a coordinating little boat. You might see something very cute coming later as well. I've just been having so much fun with this collection. So let me just bring this closer. I hope it didn't freeze, but anyways, if it froze, here it is a little closer. And then you pull it out like this, and then you have a full card. And then we can make coordinating envelopes for sure as well. So I'm sorry if it froze today. Enjoy your day, everyone. Please share this video. A little bit maybe more chaotic today, but until I get settled in my craft room with all my stuff, this is how it is. I'm very sorry about that. Enjoy your day, everyone. Bye-bye.